newspaper articles about your announcement. I've had several people bring up the subject with me, and I know you and I visited yesterday about this, and I respect where you're coming from, but I would like to look everybody in the eye, and you in the eye, and ask you if you would seriously rethink the position you have taken based on what I've heard among the public. And also I concur with the public that they believe it would be hard to fill two roles. In politics, perception is everything. And unfortunately, there's a big disconnect among the people that have visited with me. I have not sought people out. They have approached me, and there's a big disconnect between their perception and how you perceive you're being able to fulfill both roles. And I guess, with all due respect, I just want to briefly ask you to reconsider and think about where your passion lies, where your commitment lies, and also where your accountability lies. And that's basically what I want to say. I really do believe, I believed you when you gave your State of the City address, that when you said, and I'm paraphrasing, I hope I'm here to give many more of these addresses as your mayor. That was a mere 10 weeks ago. And I truly believe it would be in the city's best interest, and even your own political career best interest, to really think about where you stand as far as your commitment, your priorities, how you feel about your accountability to not only the citizens, but also to the council. That's it. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for that. I've had lots of conversations as well over the last week or so, and with respect to concerns in terms of my remaining as mayor, I would ask only that people consider that there is a County Board of Supervisor person that is currently running for the same position, and I do not believe he's stepping down from his position. I believe there's also a county sheriff that's running for this position, and I don't believe he's stepping down either. In terms of commitment, I'm very committed to everything that I do. Those who have known and worked with me over the years have appreciated the fact that I have always shown up for meetings and participated and looked for ways to improve the organization that I was in. And I don't look at my decision to continue representing Carroll as anything other than that. I will continue to do all of those things, and I just look at this opportunity to represent Carroll and the rest of the district as just that, an opportunity. It's a place that I live, I travel, I do a lot of business with people, and representing this area, I think that I can do that well, and I believe thus far I've represented Carroll well, and I'm confident that I can continue doing that. So I do hope that the public and that the council will continue to support me, as well as support this council and the work that we're doing on behalf of the city.
You know, just to reiterate what Carolyn said about the State of the City address, how do you explain that you hope that you can sit in on these for many, many more, and then 10 weeks later you decide that you want to run for state senate, and that could have been your last one. I mean, I guess personally, I don't want to get this into Adam versus Mike argument or anything, but I don't know how I can put I've always thought that the mayor would have the best interests of Carroll at heart, and I'm not saying you don't, but I think it's going to be hard for me to wonder about, I'm going to be wondering about that are you capable of doing that? You keep saying you can, but I too have had several people come up to me, and I didn't solicit any of their thoughts or conversation. And I haven't had one person, say that they support your decision to hold on to both. And I guess, Adam, I would just ask you to please reconsider that you either step down as mayor or step down in your campaign for the state senate.
I fully respect your comments, and I'll take those into consideration. And at this point, I'm going to keep moving forward with the business of the city.
I'll throw my comment in there. I've been approached by quite a few people as well, same response. Kind of my position on it is, I've known you for a while. I know how this came about with the Senate run, and by all means, I hope it goes well for you. But I would support you through doing both running and being the position of mayor. And come November, if we get elected to Senate, then I would encourage you to take a hard look at where you sit in your position. But I think at this point, I would encourage you both ways.
Okay.
Look, I don't know why we're even talking about all this, because we get voted as council people in as council. You got voted in as mayor. It's not our position to ask for anybody to come down or step down. You were voted by the people. It's your choice what you want to do. And I think you're right. There's other people in other positions that are running. The voters will make their choice as to whether it was right or wrong in your decision. So I'm going to support what you're doing. I'll support what Carroll's doing at this point. I don't think it's any of our stuff to go into it unless you show that you're not doing it. And to this point, you haven't. So I support what you're doing as a mayor. The voters will choose, and they'll make their decisions on whether they feel you are or not, just as they do for us in council or whoever is the mayor. That's my opinion.
All right, well, I guess at this time we will need to move into closed session for Iowa Code 21.5I. I would need a motion to that.
It would be 21.5, parent 1J. And do a J for this.
Okay.
Can I make that motion?